Hey everybody, this is my extended review. I did the unboxing and the quick first look at the excuse me, Hisense Sero 7 Pro. Since the unboxing, I've been using it for about a week straight as my go-to tablet. Not using any of my other tablets really for anything else. Just trying to primarily use this to try to see if there's any bugs or speed issues, any hiccups that I would have. So let's start off with here's the Geekbench results, 1336. So those are all just the actual, benchmark testing. So that out of the way, we'll get to a few other things that I've made some notes on. The camera, I've seen someone did like an initial unboxing or first look and said something about it not having focus. But it auto focuses as you press, you can see it focusing. It's not the best camera, but very, very functional. I did some test shots, you probably won't be able to get a great view. If you're interested in seeing them closer up, or leave some comments and I'll post them on my Google Plus or Twitter account or something like that. Here's some that I took outside. But that's not bad. Once you zoom in, you lose a little. You don't have very sharp edges. I'm a little spoiled right now because I'm using the S4 and that camera is amazing. Again, these are outdoors. The camera's just not doing, this is the front facing camera, which you can definitely see a difference.
What's that?
But the camera it's very serviceable for a tablet. This doesn't actually, I don't hold up a 10-inch iPad to take pictures like some people do, but this is a 7-inch, so it's not as bad. You don't feel as weird holding it up to take a quick picture. The camera obviously is just not that great, but for $150, again, everything that I'm talking about is taking into account $150. Again, $150, great deal. Now I've been running it. The battery's pretty good. Standby is even good. I don't have numbers but just using it, having it in my bag for a little while, or maybe for a couple days to where I didn't really grab it, in comparison to the Note 8.0, which is horrible on standby. This is actually really good on standby. Not as good as a iPad mini, but nowhere near as bad as a Note 8.0. And anybody with a Note 8.0 knows that the standby is horrible. Horrible. I can leave it in my bag for a day and a half, 2 days, and it's completely drained when it was at 100%. I'm sure there's something that I need to turn off that's running in the background, but nevertheless. I had some comments on the original unboxing and first look at these that you can see on my channel. The person's name was My Sinister Diagram. They were having a heat issue with the unit when playing games for 10 to 15 minutes. It said, in their words, unbearably hot in such a short amount of time. I did some temperature tests at my shop while letting the particular games that they were running. One was Beach Buggy and the other was Soulcraft. And I did 3 different sections testing the temperature. Lower section, ambient temperature where I was 85 degrees. So I wanted to sort of give it, try the harshest and heat conditions to see if I could mimic or see how bad it got. Down in this lower section here where the NFC and stickers that you see that I've still left on was 90 degrees for both games. And this was playing them for 30 minutes each. Not back to back, I let it cool down. I don't want to say cool down, I let the machine rest and then I did it again. So we'll go with the beach buggy. 90 degrees here, 90 degrees here. Now that's 5 degrees more than ambient temperature. Now when you got to the top though, you're at 101. Now this is where the camera is, the micro SD, the charging port, so I'm guessing the majority of our items are up here. I haven't seen a tear down of this one yet, so maybe batteries down here or maybe batteries up here, I don't know. But I can definitely tell this upper third, like I said, 101 with Beach Buggy and 106 with Soulcraft, which was the other game. And also with Soulcraft, this center section was 95. The lower section stayed 90 degrees for both games. Then 90, 95 in the center section, 101, 106. Now you're talking about 85 degrees, so you got 5 to 10 degree different in this area here, which probably wouldn't be real noticeable if you were in an air-conditioned home. At 70, 75 degrees, you'd probably get up maybe 80 because you probably wouldn't jump as much as I did being in the hot environment. But the upper, going up 16 to 21 degrees, that seems like quite a jump. But still, it was to the point where I could feel it was warm. But again, if you're in your home or in normal conditions, I sort of did the worst conditions I could find at the time without putting it in an oven. So yes, there is some type of heat issue, and you would definitely feel playing a game this way back in this area. Probably wouldn't feel it over here. I'm not 100% sure where they felt theirs or if it was just the whole unit. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, she or he actually returned it. So hopefully this will, I would personally say I would try getting another unit just for the heck of it. It may have been a bad unit. I'm not sure the manufacturing and the quality that's in these. You may have a few that are odd. There was another on a forum on Android Central where someone had mentioned, I'll get back to more on the temperature, but while I'm thinking about it, someone said that once they put an SD card in the top slot, which I have one in here now, they said that the door would not close. No issue with that for me at all. Another thing that the same person had said was that the screen was not aligned with the bezels centered. I think it was off to the left. With this unit here, I would say I do not have a heat issue. I also do not have the issue with the micro SD card or the screen being out of alignment, or micro SD card cover, slot cover. Or you can also see though that one thing, this screen is a fingerprint magnet. It's one of the worst for that, but again, $150. So with the camera, getting back to the camera, videos look good. Sound is pretty good. That's including playback and taking video and hearing it back, voices and whatnot. Good pics from the front camera, good pics from the rear, good video on both. Getting into video playback, I have Netflix and Hulu Plus and HBO Go all loaded, and I've watched shows on every one of those services. Start with Netflix because that's the one that I started off with. Worked great. Picture quality was great. It looked really, really good, crisp. And it was fast loading. I mean, when the video was ready to play, it was ready to play, and I would fast forward halfway through. These were all, I pretty much just watched half an hour of sitcoms to just try to get a feel for everything. And scrubbing was really fast. I was obviously on Wi-Fi, and I have a pretty good connection, but scrubbing was really fast. There was really no lag in those apps. I haven't got into the Voodoo app. It's just not. If you guys would like to see me get into the Voodoo app, leave me a comment below. I'll gladly sign up for it. You get 10 free movies when you sign up through this, which I did. But I didn't really get into it because it's just not a service that I usually use. But again, if somebody's interested in it, just leave a comment below. I'll gladly take a look at it and do an update to this video. Speaker sound, I would say, is above average. I guess because there's two in comparison to some of the tablets and phones that only have one now. I'm really hoping with the HTC One that we're going to see a lot more. I know the Samsung Tab 10.1 and the Note 10.1 both have front speakers on them, and that's great, but I think the HTC One is sort of showing people the way that we should be going with mobile speakering in a device. It shouldn't be an afterthought anymore. It should be front and center. Again, Hulu, Netflix, HBO Go, great apps on this device. I did, and this may be just because I've been recently using Samsung apps, Samsung phones, and I have an Apple tablet, and I have an iPhone 5. But there's no dedicated, and maybe somebody will find it. If you did, please let me know below because I must just be overlooking it. But there's no dedicated video player. Any videos that you load from the SD card or download, or you shoot with the camera, you expect to be in the gallery. But any loaded videos, downloaded or from the SD card, movies or anything, you have to watch through the gallery. Not that big of a deal. Just I thought it was a little odd. But I download 10,000 of them through the Play Store, so it's probably, again, for the price, they probably didn't really care to develop that app. So, this was included and is a nice bonus to have with a $150 app. Let's see if I can find it quickly. I know it's right in front of me. Movie Studio. Now I haven't done anything with this, but it is a video editing suite, if you will. Not super chock full of features like an iPhoto iMovie on the iPad, but still a preloaded app that you can actually do some editing with. It's nice. Again, you wouldn't be doing too much with this, but it is still a nice feature on a $150 device. Let's see what else we got here. And then some of the apps, like I said, Netflix, let's see if it'll make me a liar again, take a little bit to open. And this may be on the Netflix side. It may not be the actual device. That time wasn't that long. Maybe it's just the first initial startup when I logged in. Voodoo was extremely slow when I had first opened it. I haven't really went back to it. I guess we could take a look real quick. See how long this takes. As you can see, it takes a while. In comparison to the Netflix that I just did, this takes a while. So, and again, I don't know, I've read that they are not, nobody thinks that this will actually have Android support or Google support to where this will actually get any updates. I've seen a few things where people have already rooted them. I may look at that direction just to put stock Android on here to actually see how quick it would be. But again, there's not much lag, a few with some transitions, and I'm running a live wallpaper. I'm not sure if you can really make it out because I wanted to run a live wallpaper just to look at performance and to see how the battery would last. It's been great. It's not a crazy live wallpaper, but I just wanted something constantly going. But aside from that, there you go. I still think it is a great tablet, probably the best tablet you can buy for $150. I would have no problem recommending this at all. Like I said, I've heard and read a few comments, people having issues with a few different things on it, the heat issue, the screen alignment issue, the SD card cover, but I would hope that those are few and far between. At least the one that I got, I've had zero issues with any of those things. A slight issue with the heat, but I think if you were in a regular situation, you wouldn't see that. Any questions you guys have, comments below. I try to get back right away within a day or so. Would you guys, $150, would you purchase this tablet? Or would you wait? I know the Nexus 7, the new updated version everybody's talking about, should be announced really soon with a better screen and things like that. I'm not sure if it's going to have the SD memory card slot. Again, I'm going to try to see if there's any ROMs that I could flash to have stock Android on this, and maybe I'll do another video below. If you guys would like to see that, let me know in the comments. Anything you guys are curious about that I didn't cover, I don't go too deep into things. I try to just do it as the look of $150 tablet. Would I buy it? What was I looking at for $150? What did I get? What did not get? Anything you guys are curious about, again, let me know in the comments, and I will definitely go back, revisit this. I'll still be using this. I wouldn't say as much as my daily driver as I have been, but anything you guys want to know, and I'm curious on if you would you consider buying a $150 tablet, or would you rather pay here for example, the Galaxy Note, which is $399, just to have the Samsung name, the TouchWiz software, you're getting the S Pen, a few other nice things, but someone on a budget, this is your tablet. This is your tablet. So, again, hopefully this helps. Questions below. Feel free to subscribe and like if you are so inclined, and I will get back with you guys soon with another video. Peace.